Hello, my name is Wendy Budd. I'm a medical herbalist and owner and founder of Budd's Herbal Apothecary in Portsmouth. And today I had the idea to do a get ready with me. Morning is one of my favourite times. I actually love getting up early and doing my makeup. And I thought I would incorporate this into my 7-day blog about my 7-day fast. So we're going to have a coffee. So I am allowed to drink coffee on the fast. And as I say, waking up in the morning and having my coffee, sitting down, doing my makeup is one of my absolute favourite things to do ever. So I've actually already washed my face, it's cleansed, and I've just started using this product, which is a facial sunscreen. It has SPF 50. We do sell this at the shop. Most of the products that I'm going to use, I do sell. The reason why I use them is because I believe in them. I think they're really good products. They all tend to have very low chemicals. This product, this Rose Age Defense Sunscreen with SPF 30 is organic. The brand, I can probably pronouncing it wrong, but Altea is actually a brand that's based in Bulgaria, and they grow and distill all their own flowers for their cosmetic products, and incredibly reasonably priced as well. You know, very good quality, very reasonably priced. Now you can see that that does give a little tiny pink glow to the skin. It is a little bit tacky, so I'm gonna let that sit for a moment before I put on my foundation. But yeah, anybody who knows me or comes into the shop knows that I do like my makeup. I brought the brand Anika into the shop a couple of years ago now. I actually found the Anika brand one day when I was visiting Glastonbury, and I saw the stall in one of the shops along the high street in Glastonbury, and having looked at the range, I was really impressed. So I contacted Anika. They're actually based in Australia, to see whether they would allow me to stock the Anika makeup products. And of course the rest is history. So I'm just going to let that tack down. Now I wanted to talk about the fasting as well. So last night I got in from work, and you may have seen my blog from yesterday. I normally eat, obviously, like most people, when they get in from work, and I was really hungry then. But I had a pot of green tea, and yeah, I just felt amazing afterwards. The hunger probably lasted about 15 to 20 minutes. But I was so energized yesterday that I cleaned my whole kitchen, was pottering around. And then I did an online breath work with the wonderful Ethos stone, which is a conscious connected breath. And I used to do this really regularly. He actually does a free Thursday hour-long breath work through Zoom. And I hadn't done it for ages, but because of the fasting, I thought, well, I should do it. So as I was in the meditative breath state, I had this idea to combine two of my favourite things to talk about, which of course is fasting and health and makeup. So I thought I would do a get ready with me. And so yesterday evening, I spent the time sort of trying to sort out my makeup space, because I am lucky enough to have a room that's dedicated to my makeup. That's how much I love it. So now I'm going to pop on my BB cream. So this is the Anika BB cream, and this is in nude. This is full of natural botanical ingredients. It gives a really nice coverage without looking cakey. So I'm actually going to use this flat top kabuki brush, which is from Anika. All the bristles are organic. No, I don't know if they are organic, but they're certainly animal free and vegan. So I'm just going to put 2 pumps and then dot that on my face. So yeah, I spent the evening last night clearing this room, trying to make it a bit more presentable, and sorting out the lighting and camera stand. I'm not great, I have to admit, when it comes to technology, so it did take me a while. I usually go to bed really early, but actually I was so energized last night. I didn't get to bed till 11, and I like to read, but I've slept really well, because I mean that is something that you do find with fasting. Sleep can be an issue if you're going to bed hungry, but actually last night I didn't find that at all. But I guess it really is early days. You know, I'm quite adept at fasting now. I regularly do shorter fast than the 7 day, and I would say, I mean, 7 days is quite excessive. But I feel that the benefits of fasting, even for shorter term, you know, even if you start doing what we call a 16-8 type fast, the benefits are really immense. There's lots and lots of evidence, both in humans, and there's also quite a lot of studies, unfortunately, mouse studies on calorie restriction and intermittent fasting and longer term fasting, particularly looking at the benefits for reversal of aging, reversal of chronic autoimmune disease and such. So 7 day fasting is something that I've blogged quite extensively about before, so you can see it just really evens the skin tone. I like just using this brush and sort of pushing it into the skin, like so. So I'm probably around 36 hours, maybe a little bit more of the fast now. But I've always found when I fast, the mornings are the best. I always sort of get out of bed. You feel really energized actually when you're fasting, which is really shocking for most people, because I think they feel that without food, without that energy input, you're going to feel really tired. But actually the reverse is true. Do love this cup. Do love a robin. And this coffee, if you wanted to know where I get my coffee from, I actually get it from a roaster in Portsmouth, which is Broadway Coffee in Highland Road. I think it's the only, I'm not sure 100%, but I think they're the only roaster in Portsmouth. And I really honestly now can't drink any other coffee, because it's roasted and sold really fresh, and they actually grind the beans in front of you. I think it makes such a difference. I've definitely become a coffee snob. So yeah, wonderful coffee, Broadway coffee. So now I've put my foundation on. I'm going to just add a tiny bit of concealer. So let me have a look. I don't actually have an Anika concealer, so I'm going to use a little bit of my e.l.f. Camo concealer. So this is a drugstore concealer, just the tiniest bit. As I'm getting older now, you don't want to add too much and get cakey under eyes, which can definitely happen when you're in your 40s. Your skin just does not bounce back like it used to. And this is a reason why a lot of people do fasting, actually, is because of its benefits for, well, when we say reversing aging, I mean, that's not going to happen, of course, but slow it down perhaps and improve how you age. You know, we want to improve or age like a mature wine, I guess. So I'm just going to pop that, and then I'm using one of the little tiny brushes. I don't know what this one's called, but I love this brush. I've got quite a few of this. This is from Anika also, and it's a really good brush. I use it for concealer under the eyes. I can also use it for contour. It's a really good brush actually for highlight as well. It's a really good all-rounder. I do love this brush. So yeah, it's a really good way to get the body into what we call a state of autophagy. Now, autophagy, auto means self, phagy is eat. So self-eat, which doesn't sound great, but what it actually scientifically does is when your body goes into a fasted state, so no calories at all, around about the 24th sort of hour mark, the body starts to enter autophagy and starts to actually recycle any old worn out cells, and so we'll break them down and reuse any worn out part. So this is quite interesting because people do tend to ask, oh, you know, if you're fasting, do you take supplements? And actually the answer is quite surprising. The answer is no. I do actually still take one supplement, which is magnesium. I take magnesium at night. I find that it really helps me sleep. Not that I'm an insomniac, but I definitely have really noticed over the years that if I don't take the magnesium, I don't feel I sleep as deeply. So I do take magnesium, but I don't take any other vitamins while fasting. If I noticed that I was low in vitamin C, then I would probably start taking vitamin C. The reason why I don't is because I know if I'm low in vitamin C, I tend to get bleeding gums when I brush my teeth. And actually on the last few fasts, 7-day fasts that I've done, that just hasn't happened. So I haven't needed to take the vitamin C either. Okay, so now I'm going to add some bronzer. So I've got the mineral bronzer. So this is the loose mineral bronzer. This is sun-kissed. So you can see it's quite light. I would almost call it like a blonzer. So very good for lighter skin. And I'm going to use this brush. I don't know where. Oh, this is a BH cosmetic brush. It's kind of like a domed pointy brush. Just pop that in the lid. Now Anika did change their packaging up recently. They've upped their packaging so that it's now completely plastic neutral. I think they're one of the, well, they're certainly the first cosmetic company to go plastic neutral in the world. So we do have their new stand, which has their new packaging, which is completely plastic neutral, recyclable. We do have left some of the old packaging. We actually have that on sale. All products that we have left, which we don't have many left, but there are a few, are £8 each. So that's a huge discount. So they don't have the packet. They do have this product, the Sun-Kissed bronzer. They do have it still available. The packaging is much more luxe now. And they also have it as a baked bronzer, which is more like a pressed sort of powder. Now I really like this because you want to give yourself that sort of been out in the sun kind of sun-kissed look, but it's not too dark. And then obviously I want to bring that down on my neck. Now these mineral makeup are completely chemical free. They are talc free, fragrance free. They're not tested on animals. They are completely vegan. But what's more is they last. Some natural makeups, you know, just don't have the same staying power as your typical makeup that you might expect, you know, at the drugstore or even high end. Just going to do my chest. I found that when I was looking for a makeup range, the more sort of natural, organic type makeups tend to be very neutral, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I like a bit of colour, and I feel that the Anika makeup gives you that, and as well as the staying power. So that's a lovely, lovely bronzer. Now it's time for blush. So I have a really good blush brush from Anika, which is this. It's called a blush topper, like so. Now I don't have on me, I don't think, a makeup brush from a blush. Oh, I do. Yes, I do. I actually have this. This is, don't need that brush. This is the little Rosy Glow, and it comes in this little tub, and it all has the little poof on the end. So you just simply tap it. Gives you a really nice glow as well. Don't want to overdo it because it's actually quite pigmented. I like to put a little bit on the end of my nose. And we also are having we've got a special gift with purchase actually with the Anika. So I'm just going to use that blush topper just to sort of spread that, so you can see it just gives you that real sort of lovely rosy blush. A little bit on the end of the nose. Yeah, so we have an offer at the moment. Anika are really good like that. They often do give gift with purchase. So if you buy 2 Anika makeup products, you actually get this hydrating toning mist. And the packaging of this, I mean, this is glass. It is so luxe, and the mister is just gorgeous. Now when you get most toners, on the market, the first ingredient is going to be aqua, or which is just water, but actually in this toner the first ingredient is aloe vera juice. So it's a really, really good toner, and you can use it as just a sort of a hydrating spritz. It smells amazing. It's full of botanical ingredients. So yeah, gift with purchase while stocks last. Now I'm going to wait for that to set, and we will do our eye makeup. So eye makeup is by far my favourite. I do love an eye makeup. So let's have a look. Oh, now they don't actually do this anymore. This was in the last packaging, because this actually is plastic. But this is like, they call it the certified organic eyeshadow. And it's almost like one of those puff paints that you can get from Glossier. Squirrel. I've used quite a lot of this. But I like to use this as a base, or like an eye shadow primer. So you only need a little tiny amount. I'm gonna just use my finger to pop that in. So another thing I'd like to mention when fasting is a lot of people tend to think that, oh, I'd have to wait to do a longer term fast. I'd need to, you know, be off work or be on holiday to do it because I'm going to feel so tired or lethargic. And I would say the reverse is true. Being busy is much more conducive to fasting, because it's actually, if you think about it, when you're bored that you think about food much more. So I would say if you are considering doing a fast, perhaps do it, you know, when you're in your normal regime, you're working. Don't do it in a time where you're not doing anything, because you will get bored. And if you're anything like me, when I'm bored, that's when I really want to eat more. So I'm going to be using their eyeshadow quad as my makeup base, and this is just amazing because you can use the Anika range anywhere. So you can use the lip pencils for your eyes, you can use the cheek products on your lips, because they're some completely natural and more like skincare. You can really use these products anywhere. So this is something that I like to do, is use the eyebrow quad, using the blending brush. This is quite a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to dip that into the lighter sort of beigey brown colour, tap that off and just push that into the outer corner. Give me that depth in the crease, and then just keep working that in and out, flicking it like that if you want to get that sort of shape, and then slowly blend. You can use little round motions and then just keep pushing it where you want that shadow to be. So really just defining that crease. See the difference already? And then bringing it into that nose. I haven't actually contoured today. Sometimes I like to, depends on how I'm feeling really. Okay, so there's that. So again, dipping into this colour, literally just a couple of dips, tap off because it's incredibly pigmented, and then just push that into that outer edge of the eye, and then start sweeping that into the crease. We want to define that sort of eye socket, and keep slightly pulling that into the nose. Need a bit more on that. I think I went a bit ham on the other side. And I mean, you could literally just use this one shade. And it's a really good way to increase the value of your makeup products, is by using an eyebrow product as an eyeshadow. You know, multiple use. If you like a neutral type eye, obviously I do like neutral eyes, but I definitely prefer a little bit more colour in my eyeshadow. I'm not one of these that wears makeup to look like I'm wearing no makeup. I sort of tend to think if I'm spending all that time doing my makeup, I want people to see it, or I won't wear it at all, you know. I do really enjoy doing my makeup, so it's something that I find really meditative in the morning. Something that I really do enjoy doing. Now I'm going to bring that under the eye as well. So I'm going to use a smaller brush for that. So this is the Anika sort of, we call it the detail brush. You see it's got a really tiny little point. And I'm just going to use that same shadow. And I'm going to just use that under the lower lash line just to give that little bit of definition. And again, these shadows, or this is actually an eyebrow. Well, it's now a quad, so the packaging again has changed on this. So it used to be made of plastic. Now the new packaging is all cardboard, so you can actually completely recycle, or it's biodegradable. And it is a quad, so they actually have 3 eyebrow colours and a eyebrow wax in the quad. But you could still use it like this. So just defined the under eye a little bit like that. And now I'm going to go in with one of these were a limited edition. I think it was last Christmas. And these are the metallic eye paint and this is in quartz. And it's just such a lovely metallic shade. They don't do this one anymore, so sorry if anybody wanted it, but it's beautiful. And it's so easy to use. You literally use your finger. I'm gonna just look at that. See what a difference that makes? A bit more. You can just simply use this one metallic shade with your finger, literally just like a one and done. Beautiful product. It came in a set of 3, I think it was last Christmas, and there's a green as well in the set, which is gorgeous. But literally like that. And pop a little bit in the inner just to give that brightener. And I mean, that really is the eye look. You can just completely keep it there. I mean, anyone who knows me who comes into the Apothecary knows that I generally do wear much more colourful makeup than this. But today, seeing as I'm talking, it's taken me a little bit longer to do my makeup than it normally would. I'll probably leave it there. And now I'm going to finish up, put my mascara on. So I do love... mascaras from Anika are great. This is the Curvy Lash mascara. Is great. They also do a long lash, a bold lash, and another one, but I can't think of the name right now. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and pop that on. Oh, the only other thing, took a luminizer. So this is, so we could do Starlight, which is like a pinky illuminizer, but as soon as I'm kind of going gold and bronzy, probably going to use Dewdrop. Dewdrop, which is more of a gold. So I'm just going to take another one of the big fluffy blending brushes from Anika and just give that a little, and then just put that on. You can sort of see how, don't need much of it. And I'm going to take that on my brow bone as well, just give it a little bit of definition. And brow bone. little bit on the end of the nose. I like to do, what is it, your fulcrum? A little bit there. Like that. So do let me know in the comments if this Get Ready With Me is something that you've enjoyed. As I say, I thought I had this download when I was doing my breath work with ethos, with a conscious connected breath. And I thought, well, why not combine two of the things that I love doing, which is, of course, health and makeup. I absolutely love makeup, and I usually do spend a good hour in the morning, 40 minutes sitting doing my makeup. So if you are interested in seeing more of these Get Ready With Me's, do let me know. It would be really fun to do, just talk about the 7-day fast, talk about the makeup, talk about new products that we hold in the Apothecary. And obviously anything that I stock in the Apothecary is something that I believe in, that I use myself, and I believe in the ethos behind the company. So if you would like more information about that, do please like this video. And if you want to be notified when the next videos are out, you can always press that notification bell. So I will maybe see you later. I might do another video today, a little bit more about how I'm feeling with the fast later on this afternoon. But actually at the moment, I feel fine, I'm energized, I don't feel hungry, I feel really positive. And that's one thing I would say as well when you're fasting, is you do feel quite euphoric. So from the euphoric Wendy from her makeup room, I'd like to say see you later. Bye bye.